All right, folks, got $100 worth of quarters here. I'm gonna take a quick look. Obviously, I'm looking for silver myself, and just keep looking through. Any other error that I'm aware of. There's all kinds of things going on. Oh, I forgot. I'm making a cup of coffee. So that's what I got, kind of noise I got going on in the background there. So far, so nothing really. Yeah, I'm pausing on the 2021 with Washington crossing the Delaware. I noticed that there was an error at one point on there, right on the tip of his hat. So far, nothing really. Kind of looking for 2019, 2020 W mint marks, which is your West Points, along with all the silver. I mean, there's other people who look for different cracks on different quarters, and there's all kinds of things you could be looking for. It's really unfathomable on what you can find. Just regular pocket change. I got some pocket change when I went to the laundromat this morning. I went to the machine and just took $5 out. And during that $5, I took a quick look on what was there, and it looked like there was a silver, but it was not. It was just the copper was all faded on that. So one down. Let's see what we can do. A little meshed up quarter. I wonder what's going on with that. Oh well. So no silver here. Not even any of the semi-quincentennials so far. Those would be nice to find. Keep adding to the stack. So far, I've managed to get one roll of the Constitution, or the Mayflower rather. My apologies. I'm just curious if anybody's had any luck with theirs. 20 and a D. Okay. I have managed to find one W, not in this pull, but in some of the other previous videos, and actually a proof mixed in. I just kind of stopped and shook. P. And I was really surprised on the condition of it. I mean, definitely you could tell there was a proof because there's a silver S mint marking on it. There was a Pennsylvania statehood quarter, 2019. P. I look at this and this, you know, some of these places I've actually been to is crazy. All right, we're not doing so well, but have no fear. I will continue looking through. I am trying to go as fast as I can, so I don't bore everybody, because sometimes it's hard just to stand here and keep talking. But especially being an introvert that I am. Yes, I am an introvert. P. Again, having to stop and look at some of these real close. I was going to sit down. This should be fairly short. As I hear the clock on the wall, tick, tick, tick. I wonder if anybody else may think that's annoying. I've just white noise to me now at this point. But Some of these are in pretty good shape. I'm sure there's other things that other people are aware of that I definitely have no clue about. But I don't think I've really had any luck on pulling a quarter out of the rolls, or silver piece of silver, come to think of it. Let's see, this is Wisconsin. I guess Wisconsin, there's an area where you can have an extra little ear or corn. I'd really like to get another W. That'd be nice. Seems how there's not a whole lot of mintage of those. That one's got some interesting toning on it. But my old Kentucky home. It's weird how some of these quarters remind me of a particular song. Let's see, Tuskegee Air. So that one, you're looking for a little firehouse to be like it's caught on fire, squished down. That was one of the arrows. I don't know. I think that might have been just somebody that had a little dye chip. That's it. Keep throwing them down. But again, I'm new to this. I'm learning. But I am sharing my journey. I do appreciate you joining. Please, if you got comments, let me know. Give me some thoughts, feedbacks. Again, if there's some errors that I know I need to be looking for, by all means, let me know. That's something else. I haven't even found a bicentennial quarter, come to think of it. Usually by now I would have found one. Let's see, butterfly. Now, this is one I'd really like at a W mark. Again, the W marking, not only you have the W marking on it also, but up above the L and underneath the U, there's a little privy mark that says 75 on it, like a shield. So I guess that's really the easiest way to locate, see if you have one. But still, it's nice to look at the Washington crossing the Delaware. I might tag a picture of that W mint marking that I have found so that people can kind of see what it looks like. If I don't find one here, it would be so nice to. Well, okay. Halfway done. Yeah, and the green on there, initially you might think that might be silver because it's a different color. But basically what it is, that's just your copper content coming out. It's corrosion. I believe it's called verdigris. I know that was something while I was in the service. The little funnels where the B&O bilge and oily water drained down into the engine room. Those funnels were made out of copper, and they would turn green And that was part of the thing that we had to do, is go through and scrubby dub, polish those and make it all nice and shiny. Some of the crazy things they have you do. All right, the semi-quincentennial Mayflower. That one we'll be keeping. Philadelphia mint mark. Beat up a little bit. That's okay. I'll hang on to it. 65. That was the first year on the transition. I stopped keeping those. Come on, another semi-quincentennial, Philadelphia. Okay. Keep on keeping on. Keep adding to the little stack. Like I said, I've got one roll. I'd like to get more. I mean, there's 3 or 4 different versions of those things. It's crazy. And they're in circulation. It's just that don't get a whole lot of them. Some people will actually, again, they'll go through and they'll pull an entire box, banker's box, and that's what they're looking for, just specifically those, the Liberty Bell ones, and the Thomas Jefferson, the Privy 75. There was, I think, only a little over 200,000 of those minted. Get back here. This is another one you got to look for too. That's back in this area. Be like a little 4th tree. Butterfly 2020, let's see. P. Oh well. I know, a lot of dead air. Not talking, not saying anything. Not even, oh, we got a bicentennial. Everybody knows how I feel about bicentennials. So yeah, that goes into keeper pile. So far I got 3 keepers. Nothing really spectacular or special other than just for me. All right, this is the one that, again, I'd really like to get the W mint mark off of. And that's a Denver. Nope. I think I've managed to get these confused or mixed up here. That's alright, I'll just have to go through and count them as I roll them back up. Drawn to the end, folks. I'm glad you stuck with me. Stuck, stank. Oh, wait a minute, no, we're not doing Mr. Grinch. So we got another 2.5 rolls. The intention is to get these knocked out. Actually go to the bank and see if I can get some more before they close today. But again, if not, I have some nickels and some dimes still to do. there's another sign of the verdigris. I did find one state quarter. It was a Washington. I actually had to throw it. I thought it was silver. I mean, on the edges, it was just spot on. And I don't know whether it was part of the cladding process. It kind of got missed, but on the side there was no visible copper at all. So I went and got one of the silver ones and I threw it adjacent to them, all the quarters, just to show the difference on those. I mean, I made sure I kept that because it was so amazing how close it was as far as. Alright. A lot of quarters in a little hand here. It's weird. Again, I go back and I see these things and I think of all the places I've been, managed to travel and actually see a lot of these things. Have I made it to all the same states? No, I have not. I think I will hang on to this one and dive in a little bit deeper. I want to look real close at this on the building. I'm gonna stick that with my keeper palm. So I will definitely go back and look at that later. Sure. All right, last and greatest, last roll winner. Okay, well maybe we'll find some other mint mark in place of it. So again, I do appreciate you sticking around. If you would, just like, subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. This is actually turning into a very long video, a lot longer than I anticipated. I don't know, maybe I should have done a live. I've never done a live before. But I did learn a little bit on just doing these, which is a little bit of positioning on the camera and where I can stand and get a better view on these. Samoa Island. No, I have not been to Samoa Islands. And for comparison, I'm going to keep this one too with that other Tuskegee. I'm going to go back and look at it real close, real hard and heavy. All right, we're drawing to an end here. Let's hope we can get maybe a W mint mark. Philadelphia. And a Philadelphia. Well, anyway, little strikeout. But this is what we ended up with. A couple of Mayflowers. One bicentennial. And then the two Tuskegees, I'm gonna, like I said, I want to go back and look at real close on those, especially for the burning building. That's just too uncanny. All right, so anyway, I appreciate you watching. Again, thank you. And most of all, keep searching.